How's it going, guys? My name is Graeme, and welcome to the Last Stand Dead Zone. I'm pretty late to the party on this one. By the end of the year, it's no longer going to be accessible. It's an online Flash-based game, and unfortunately, once the Flash player is phased out, it's just no longer going to be supported. So that's kind of a shame. I have a video, Flash Game Preservation, on the second channel. If you're worried about Flash games disappearing, that explains ways in which most of them will not. Unfortunately, an online game like this kind of is just gonna be lost. I gave Graeme here a nice male pattern baldness look, just so his confidence doesn't get too high. A nice crappy goatee, just wanting him to know his place in this apocalypse. And in case anyone asks, he is wearing hockey pads. Batman, he's got his own thing going on, but I'm gonna stick with good old hockey pads. Obviously, I'm not going to play through this full game. It's meant to be like this online experience that takes place over many different sessions. It has 76 million plays on Armor Games, but you know, I'll play around with it like an hour and just try to experience some of what it has to offer before it's gone. Am I over here trying to steal a car? I have wood, metal, cloth, food, water, and ammo to try and keep myself sheltered and clothed and fed and all that good stuff. Oh, there's totally other people playing. There's like a little log of what they're getting up to. Misty here is being a little bit needy, so she's gonna come hang out for a bit. You might see a tail swish. I think this came out in 2012, so that probably gives you like a good indication of, oh, it was building off of things that were becoming popular in like Minecraft or Don't Starve, maybe a few other games like that. You can build things manually or use fuel to speed it up. I will conserve my fuel because you probably only have a certain amount per day and then would have to start like spending things like that. Placement is apparently not particularly important because I can move it later. I'm gonna go stick it inside of this compound here, even though the compound is, you know, not particularly fancy. Build some food and water storage. Keeps morale up. I mean, yeah, it'd be good to know that you're not gonna have some major crisis of impending doom. So I think I'll just plant those nice and squatly next to one another. It's encouraging me to speed things up using the fuel, so I guess I'll try. Use fuel to power generator and speed up building process. Oh, so there's a basic generator that allows me to speed things up for anything under 5 minutes. And there's like more complicated generators I'll have to gain access to in some way, shape, or form. A new survivor has arrived, Jesse Williams. They came to join your compound. Oh no, what just happened there? Am I getting killed? Compound progress report. And I have a level up. Oh, my morale is just bombing. I guess I need a lot more food storage. Probably actual food too. The storage doesn't do much good on its own. So this is not a player. This is someone that I'll have some level of like control over. I can assign them to do tasks for me. We can all work together here. Jesse, you will become, I honestly have no idea, a scavenger maybe? You can be a scavenger. Yeah, go ahead. I don't know, I have nothing else to worry about right now. Presumably I just need food and things. Each survivor consumes 8 units of food and water every 24 hours. We're starting to run low. Yeah, I would think so. We haven't done anything at this point. Welcome to the Dead Zone. That's what's left of Union City. It is cool that it carries on from the previous game. Amongst the ruins, we can find whatever we need to survive. Weapons, resources, food, and water. Go to the store and see what's left on the shelves. I mean, I'd be shocked if there's anything at this point. Presumably, you know, this apocalypse has been going for like 8 years if we're actually thinking of real time. So I have to select a team of people to send out. So Graeme is available. Jesse is available, and I set you as a scavenger, so I'm hoping that you would be good at this. Mission success high. Return time 5 minutes. I could send them with ammo, but I am not going to. Oh, never mind. Yes, they do. Having a weapon is a necessary step. Now I'm allowed to launch it. I could add more ammo. They'll be fine. I'm sure you'll encounter nothing. Day 13, government acknowledged civil unrest caused by infection. I wasn't sure if things like this would just play out off camera and it would all just be about management. I might actually get to do things here. Oh no. Okay, the combat is automatic. I did not have to do that. They will automatically attack when enemies are in range. You can force them to attack by clicking, or I can just move guys around. During missions, you have unlimited ammo, but still need to reload. That's very confusing, considering it was informing me about, like, you know, bringing ammo along with me. This one needs to be searched. That one cannot be. Oh, I'm on a timer. Okay, so I gotta, like, actually assign people, try and make good time here. There's probably specific things that are limiting me. This is starting to feel more like Distrust, which is a more of like a full game on Steam that I've played some of. That's a lot of fun. Search the shelves and containers. That's all there is to that. When you're done, you need to be in the green exit zone. Survivors outside the exit zones will be injured. At least they're not left behind. Get survivors to exit zones, then home and leave. Yeah, we got plenty of time to keep searching. Luckily, it doesn't allow you to search something twice. Otherwise, seems like it might be easy to lose track. It is kind of neat coming from you're barricaded down below. In the original games, zombies are coming at you. Now and again, you have survivors who can help you out. To Union City, where you're a little bit more of like a one-man show, scouring absolutely everything. Still trying to pick up help here and there where you can. Search 3 containers for extra experience. Very efficient, apparently. There wasn't that much to be done around here. There's a little bit of like input delay and everything that like the lag is pretty noticeable in this game. To go from being mostly a solo operation where someone tags along with you to now taking that to this new extreme where you're like managing multiple characters, that aspect is why it feels a lot like Distrust. Oh man, I did not realize there was a dead guy on the ground there. That sucks. Is that the zombie I killed? Nothing found. Level 1 infected horde. That was probably that singular thing that I shot and killed. Oh yeah, and there's it tracking his ammo. How do I manually reload? Under protection for the first 6 days here. Your compound is currently protected from attacks. While you are protected, you are safe from attacks by rival compounds. Oh, that'd be cool if you like got invested and played this game for an extended period of time, that it starts having more multiplayer interactivity like that. Mission report. Gain some experience, a little bonus there. Lots of scavenging experience. Found a decent amount of food and water. Tiny bit of fuel, not a lot else. We're taking it all, right? Hopefully I don't have to specifically choose that. Speed up? Oh, do I have to speed up their return potentially? So it's free because it's under 5 minutes. Easy stuff. Now it just wants me to continue building more storage. I have the workbench, so it makes it nice and easy. I've probably crowded my placements of everything like really stupidly and inefficiently. I'll worry about organization later. Possibly never though, you know. Considering I'm not planning to invest in this for like weeks of game time, we'll just make do with what we got. Realistically, even though I'm just kind of slapping things around, it borderline feels more organized than my own apartment does. Luckily, no one's seeing what's going on behind me on my desk there. The second desk. That's a good example of low organization. You can upgrade a workbench it takes 6 minutes. I have the resources to do so. I don't really want to spend that much fuel. But if I get the process going, then maybe once it's under 5 minutes, I can do a speedier upgrade. Luckily, I can juggle a lot of stuff here. Like, I was kind of scared that the game was really gonna limit me and force me, like, you need to have a specifically on-hand worker person to build things, and they're gonna build them one at a time, like in an RTS. I like that everything's happening at once. I guess that goes really comparatively with like other Clash of Clans mobile games and things that this would have been emulating. Once it dips below 5 minutes, if I understood that completely, awesome. Saved fuel for myself. Level 2, build a production building of any type. So those will start building resources for me. Small food crop. provide additional food. That easily seems like the most important thing. I want to stick that like outside. Hopefully zombies don't show up and eat that. I'm guessing they're not going to care about some Granny Smith apples. It takes time to grow. You wouldn't, even though it takes 5 minutes to build, you can't get food from it for like hours. I could see this being really fun if you were going to invest and return to it on a regular basis. It's a shame that it wasn't adapted to being like a mobile game, but like that isn't a one-to-one. It would require completely rebuilding the game, so I can understand wanting to instead focus on Last Stand Aftermath, which was successfully kickstarted, which is great news. There's piles of junk with resources all in them, removable junk, so I can assign people 6 hours for 1 survivor. Ooh. The infected are bound to find you soon. The compound needs its security upgraded. Security buildings also raise morale. Where are they gonna come from? Literally any direction? Because that's terrifying. The idea of like cleaning things up a little bit is neat. I like the feeling of progression, and you'd get resources from that as well. Small barricade, I can afford to build a couple of these. They have low cover, defensive positions, and provide some security. Do I just stick them in front of the door? I can't even think of like where else it would make sense to put them. If attacks just play out on their own, that's one thing. I kind of hope an attack is an event and it puts you in place of like a tactical gameplay. That'd be cool. Oh, I need a rally flag then. This is a point to which all of my characters would then rally towards. I already have one. I would like to cancel. Ah, nuts. You know what? For 15, whatever, speed it up. And now I want to move it. Because if this is where we're fighting from, if this is the position we're defending, then I want the focus up on that side, I think. It doesn't really help because it seems like zombies could come from the back there, but that's fine. I want everyone to be assigned to this rally flag. That makes sense why you would suddenly have multiple rally flags, so that you could have multiple defensible positions with all your different survivors, and that's pretty neat. Infected sighted, you know what? Bring it on. Let's see. I do want to see how this specifically plays out. 20 seconds? Is it gonna come in waves like a tower defense? I'm genuinely curious how this is going to play out. There they go, slugging along. That's not good. I did not want them coming from every angle like that. Finish them off. Oh god. I only have the one gun between the two of us. I have to reload every so often here. So I gotta like be prepared for that. You're just gonna run up and start knifing up on the front lines there? That's intense, man. All right, he's creeping in from the back. We really let him right into the compound there. I'm gonna do a quick reload. That knifing was very effective. I'm very impressed. They have cover, I guess, is the important part. Okay, for an introductory little raid from the zombies there. Oh yeah, we got another one. Another one coming in the back here. Zipping between our storage and everything. Luckily left our crops alone. That was like really simplistic. But if you suddenly had multiple defensible positions, a bunch of zombies, a bunch of reloading that you have to manually manage, keeping all your barricades intact, I'm sure if you played this game for months, that could get really, really exciting. It's a pretty cool game. From like a basic mobile gaming perspective, you know, there's a few things already where sooner or later it's going to make you start buying fuel, or there's all sorts of other limitations. But for now, just like simply messing around with it, this is cool. I can imagine getting like really invested in this. The vegetable garden is complete. And so in 4 hours, you'd receive food from that. The infected will be back, and in greater numbers. You'll need more survivors if you're gonna make it. This requires the attraction of a new survivor, which means increasing our progress. Comfort raises morale, brings in new survivors. So there's certain thresholds I need to meet. I need at least food for 2 days. A 2-day food supply, 2-day water supply, 2 beds, 2 layers of security, so like 1 more barricade, and I need to still be sad, but not miserable. You're rarely gonna be truly happy in the apocalypse here. That's probably too too high to aim. Head out into the dead zone, scrape, scrounge, and scavenge. Be careful, you're not alone out there. Run a mission. We need to go out and find resources, more weapons, complete another mission, go to the map and start something. I think I should start removing junk. I'll get a bunch of stuff. Oh, storage is full. So that's a good reason to not do it immediately. Maybe I build more cloth and metal storage before I bother with that. Alternately, I could probably upgrade things. It's funny, it costs cloth to make a metal storage and metal to make a cloth storage. Maybe I'm better off just upgrading. This removable junk is just a bunch of wood. And I didn't realize there was a few things around here that took that little time to remove. There are currently no available survivors to take on this task. So I guess one guy is probably committed to removing and another is committed to like building. Maybe. Ooh. Things. I didn't even realize I had notifications on the side here. Bed completed, task completed. Welcome to the dead zone. Open the objective screen, collect my reward. Yeah, hook me up with all sorts of fun things. Collect some experience, somewhere to rest. I need one more bed for that. Run a mission. I've only done one so far. And I have some sort of like loot box. A sunset gift, a small gift to help you enjoy the dead zone as the sun sets. Only available until level 60. Well, I think I'm fine. I probably could claim that at any time up to level 60. It's claimed. I like that little thumbs up zombie. Well, now I certainly don't have to be precious with fuel. I can speed up literally anything I choose to do. Let's worry about that cloth and metal storage. Go ahead and upgrade. Oh, I need to be level 4. So instead, my other option would be just to build more. Yeah, but you know what? Now it doesn't matter. I can just do build now for everything. This one bed is fully protected by metal storage. It's fully boxed in a way that I'm sure is just wonderfully comfortable for everyone involved. It's just great, isn't it? There's quite a few pieces of junk that only require the 30 seconds to remove. There's all these big piles, you know, that take 12 hours and things. But, you know, you can chip away and free up a lot of room pretty quickly with these small little guys that are scattered around. That's a nice way to both give yourself more room to start organizing a little better, and simultaneously it takes 10 days to get rid of this giant scrap pipe in the middle of things. But it also provides like a way of just gathering some simple resources. I think that's like well thought out. We'll go out into the city, any old place, who knows, the office. Going to the store every time seems kind of lame. I do really specifically need like food and water. A residence, yeah, we'll go to this level 1 residence. Get more ammo. So this might take money. Oh my goodness. Okay, there's a bunch of things that either cost ammo or real money, so I'm not going to worry about any of that. Casual. Don't even sweat it. The stress will make you more at risk of a zombie attack. Day 66. When the hell did we suddenly stretch things out that extreme? You know, we are day like 11. A second ago. Do you think we would have better progress at our compound if that was the case? All right, you should probably swap to fighting. Target. Do it. Attack. Doesn't work very well when they're moving. Oh shit. Luckily I was done scavenging by the point they all came racing in through the wall there. That was more intense than I was prepared for. Okay, like the first thing that I was a part of was nothing. No sweat, no problem whatsoever. Now all of a sudden, this residence has like these holes that are just permanently generating waves of zombies. It's like a timing of trying to collect as much as you can. Placemat, power cord, what kind of garbage is this that you're collecting, dude? I didn't run out of ammo, did I? No, I think I'm fine. The TV stand, that's where you're gonna find delicious, scrumptious, ready-to-eat meals. Some canned goods, probably. I guess I could find books and things like that. Oh, I just found a better knife. I didn't really expect like a loot system. The fact that I have a nice overview of everything like this is pretty cool. It just gives a nice ability to like tactically keep an eye on how far along is your searching. Do I need to be like bailing out of here really quickly. How much? See, like there. I kind of feel like I need to cancel that search to deal with that one sneak. Jesse, I'm really banking on you doing your own thing here. Oh, there's an open window that they're crawling through. See, this is tough. That I want to like let him be able to finish that. Because if I don't give him the time, he's never going to. Otherwise, I think we might have kind of scavenged everything we can. Probably in our best interest to just book it on out of here. All right. I mean, I guess you could try and earn more experience and things by killing more zombies. But nah, you want to get out. You want to make it back to your camp. Deal with some of like the resources that you accumulated, sort things out. I found a lot of weird things that seem super unhelpful in a lot of ways. 5 minutes to return. Like when you find a placemat, does it turn that into fabric? It doesn't even seem like it. 14 loot items. So I guess that's generic things like a coat hanger, a damaged drawer, a fitted sheet. Do I actually want any of that? I don't know. The level of detail they went with itemization is really unexpected and really awesome. Standard pocket knife, 3.4 damage per second. A certain range, a hit chance, the noise it makes, knockback. But then you have like modifiers like you would in like Diablo. It's a slicing pocket knife. And so the damage is a bit better. That's like really the main thing. Yeah, attacks per second, all that's the same. You just attack faster. I think that's a really neat system. No one downed. I almost read drowned. That would be like you went to a residence in the middle of the apocalypse and you died due to drowning. That'd be some real crap. Extra security. I can improve security. That's one thing to work on. I'll drop a barricade in front of another entrance there. I'm just using the quick auto build. I can fill my storage by using gas. I'm just gonna use the insane amount of stuff it gave me, but I do need to upgrade it. Level 2 workbench. I have that. I'm not level 4. Damn it. There's these other limitations. So I just need to build other storage because as is, I don't meet the thresholds to have other people be willing to join my compound. Good thing I spend all that time clearing crap. It's so terribly organized here. It drives me crazy. I'm just trying to mess around with things, and I'm driving myself crazy with the terrible organization attempts that I'm making here. So I can max out my food and water, and morale is the one thing holding me back from having someone new join. One more bed, is that what it's telling me would raise morale? I can chuck another bed down. I can't afford a shower, an outhouse, a kitchen, a washing station. None of that's happening. But one more bed tucked away in a vulnerable corner. That sounds fantastic. Look at that privacy you'll have over there between a workbench where people hammer away and a pile of just busted garbage. That's gonna make it feel like home. Corey Smith, a new survivor, has come to your camp. I guess I can probably pay a little bit more attention to how specifically I want to assign a role for them. I can swab you out and give you a nice knife. But Corey Smith, what can I do for you? What can you do for me? Is a better question. A fighter for combat of all kinds, recon, deadly at range and quick on their feet. Engineers are experts in anything technical or improvised. Their knowledge of crafted weapons makes them deadly when wielding them. A scavenger, how quickly can you get what you need to survive? Can mean the difference between life and death. Ooh, there's more specific things I could be reading. Small bonus per level to the number of item drops on missions. So Scavenger has a really specific thing. These guys all have weapon specializations. Okay, and can heal fellow survivors on missions. Maybe a medic seems important. You can go into greater details, greater breakdowns. You know what, Corey? Engineer feels like the sort of thing, you really should go to school for to learn if, you're going to be well matched at this. But I'm just dumping that on you, and you can have yourself a nice engineering pipe. I think it's cool that there's a lot of equipment that you can have, passive gear, active gear, as well as just like things that are a part of your outfit. You're scavenging. No. Better fighting. Sure, lock that in. Why not? I don't think there's any notable breakdown of when the next zombie attack is coming. Build weapons gear or engineering bench to craft items. So now that I have an engineer, I've opened up like a whole new range of possibilities. I will slap down an engineering bench in one of the few remaining available pieces of land. I don't even care anymore. This is where you go. Ah, it can only be placed indoors. I'm getting screwed here. Like, I'm sure if you were playing this long enough, I'm moving my food storage outside. If, like, you started raiding other people's camps, if they left their food outside, you could probably, like, rush them and steal a bunch of their resources. That seems like that would be where this game really becomes something special. It's cool as is. It has that addicting early mobile game quality where you're just like, oh yeah, I gotta build that. Oh, that's giving me access to the next thing, and it just keeps like layering on and building on itself, and you can't help but do the next thing, do the next thing. I imagine eventually you reach a point where it's more about raiding other camps than it is about going on missions and things. At the engineering bench, you can build a radio amp and radio speaker, and those things just seem very useless to me. I gotta say, just in the moment here, I don't feel the need to really commit to that. So much of my storage stuff is full. What do I need? What do I need to be building instead? Security, I guess I could build like traps. I'll drop another security, a barricade. I don't know what I'm working towards right now. I'm trying to do anything that feels good. Water collector, you know, it's the sort of thing that takes a lot of time. Probably it'll take like every 4 hours, like the food thing does. And I'm guessing it doesn't automatically add to your reserves. It's probably the sort of thing that you would need to log in 4 hours, come and collect your water. I'm curious how successful this game was in its own time. Weapons bench and gear bench. Medical research, those are down the line. Research is level 15. I'm a ways off from that. But I can drop a weapons bench and we can see what kind of fun doodads you can build from that. Maybe you put some fun ribbon on your pipe. I don't really think I have the resources to do anything more exciting than that. You can upgrade specific weapons. Like I could upgrade my pipe to be a weighted pipe. I have a lead pipe, I do, so I can chuck that in there. It's light. A crafting kit I do not have, but there are so many. Oh, so it's optional, I think. But I could add improved hit chance, projectile resistance, all sorts of fun things. So that is not needed, but you could really amp up your weapon with something like that. I guess I could see what my next progress report is. More beds, more security, better morale, and more of everything. Which is what I probably should have expected. You can equip books. You don't have any books. They apply a large range of effects that will change your Dead Zone experience. If you're lucky, you might come across some in the Dead Zone. There's also premium books in the store. So, ammunition enthusiast. You use less ammo in a mission. Disables player versus player rating. Increases inventory capacity. Extra mission experience. I like the idea of taking the mechanic of having books forward from Union City and giving it a new purpose here. I think that's an interesting thing to do with that. Just like functionally, I'm into it. There's a lot of removable junk that I don't want to remove because so much of my storage is maxed out. There's this funny way that you can start imagining how that would build. Okay, I might as well put that off till I upgrade my storage. I can't upgrade my storage till I'm a higher level. As soon as that's ready, I'll start removing the junk. That'll take several days worth of effort per character. There's something satisfying about that. I've done this exact same like 1 week to 1 month progression in like 7 different mobile games, and then you reach a point where you're like, everything takes 3 weeks to upgrade and it slows you right down. I wouldn't say I'm particularly fond of it as a game mechanic. The way it limits you becomes quite frustrating, but it does have some fun, satisfying aspects in the early game. I kind of want to go to like a higher level thing. So I'm seeing I'm locked out of the most recent one I went to. Those are both level 1s. Maybe there's like a level 3. I see a lot of level 1s, one level 2 thing. You can start going further away, but the return time there is still limited. Okay. You can start going to things like the stadium, which is totally a part of the Union City game. The Terror Dome. Things that start unlocking later in the game. Raider Compound. So I'd be fighting maybe not players, but like, you know, people instead of zombies. The warehouse, that sounds boring. We'll go to the large residence. Mission success chance still very high. I have no passive gear to equip. Automate the mission. They yield no experience or task progress. They have an increased chance of finding higher quality weapons and gear. Oh, manual missions do. You know what? Let's run a department store automated mission and just like see how it goes. Obviously there's a lot of things you're sacrificing there. It's a larger return time as well. Because I guess doing the mission takes 5 minutes and returning takes 5. And so if you automate it, it like invents the 5 minutes you would have spent doing the mission yourself. Quick deployment. It's all done. Yes. Raiding practice. PvP practice. Nah, I don't even care about that. That's like a level of depth I'm never really going to encounter. Return to compound? Do I get to look at what you guys did on your... Oh, because they wouldn't have returned yet. All sorts of different tactics and things. All right, show me tactics. What do I need for any of this? I don't have tactics pages at all. I guess this is all things I would have got from the engineering bench. Speed up everyone's return. Complete, come back, and let me see what you all found. They found a bunch of supplies, quite a bit of loot items. No one's like dead, right? I found a gun, which is cool. Like I found more doing this than I did actually stopping and doing any of the work myself. But there's all those different pieces of progression that you aren't working towards when you do the automated versions. My main guy, you now get the sighted Lawson. And crowbar, as fun as that is, you can have a regular gun. Oh, you can equip raiding and defenses separately. That's an interesting thing you then have to juggle and manage, knowing that when you send people out to go scavenge, you're opening yourself up to attacks and what sort of survivors and gear both that you choose to leave behind to defend. That's a really interesting trade-off that I find quite fascinating. Now I'll go and inspect the specific large residence. Day 62. Are the days just counting in whatever order? It seems like they're jumping around a little bit. Being in the larger space is quite interesting. Oh, it's tough when I don't see all of their guns at once. I have to be clicked on them to be able to access the necessary panel to then specifically reload their weapon for them. That becomes kind of tricky and seems like it could become an issue quite easily. Grummy, I need you to run in there and help out there because I kind of left Jesse fully exposed. But now I'm liking this. I'm liking our ability to multitask now that we have this many individual people. It's not going great for everyone. I wouldn't say they're totally covering each other's backs. In fact, some of this is going quite poorly. It's a lot to keep track of at once. Where have I been? Where haven't I? Where do I expect zombies to start pouring out of next? I have a lot of considerations to make. I see things are planning to start coming through there. I need to just plop you, Grummy, in the middle of this room because I stupidly just made them start scavenging. I could cancel it, but you know what? You take care of the zombie killing, they take care of the scavenging. I think there's some good teamwork to that. If I split up your duties in that way, everyone's a winner. Oh, Corey, I really left you fully exposed there, didn't I? Oh, Grummy. Nah, she'll finish quickly and she can come start knifing everyone to death. That's the teamwork I'm talking about. It's okay, finish digging through that shelf. It's fine. I'm sure someone will show up soon and then you can help each other. It's fine. The way that the zombies kind of pop up in the screen lags quite intensely. The way that it has to populate things through the server of this game kind of lessens the effect of it because I have to really slowly and precisely make sure I'm clicking exactly where I meant to. If you try to be a little too hasty, it doesn't quite respond the way you want it to. So there's a little bit that like that would deter me from getting super invested in this game. It kind of undercuts some of the tension. Yeah, it's like this game either probably should sunset a little bit if it's had 8 good years or be reworked and updated, and that's a very big ask. And so I would think that focusing on Aftermath is going to be the right choice. I figure, you know what, let's zoom in here a little bit, gain that extra experience, might as well practice your aim a little bit. Why not? You're well defended. Aw, come on, guys, come hang out. I should have noticed this earlier. I mean, I did notice it, but when I was trying to speed up that mission, the automated mission, you can just access that sort of thing down there, along with where you would speed up buildings and all that. Lots of experience gained there, that's good. All sorts of weird loot. A Herc supply box. Herc was totally in Union City. They contain a single item. Click to inspect the contents. Choose one of the following items. Purple is elite. I would like to speed this up because I want to access these things. I must have to inspect my inventory. It automatically does it. Automatically open her on up. A special, less recoil, better range, better hit chance, or a Herc key card. Oh, use key to unlock. Oh, so I don't automatically get access. Or a very rare premium item. Can I gamble on the rare premium? I'll use a key. Oh, I don't know what I'm gonna get. I thought I got to choose, but I got the extended recoilless Lawson, which was good. It was like a premium item. But there's yet another, like a loot box system. There's a lot of things in this game that are monetizing in ways you would expect from a free-to-play game. If they took this concept, scavenging, that's it. That's the one thing that carries over. No, my brain just slowed down there for a second. Managing your different survivors, encouraging different survivors to come and join, clearing the city, finding loot, all these different components make for a really cool game. I totally understand why 8 years ago you would turn that into a free-to-play format, because that's literally what everyone did, and it was a very profitable way to make a game. It's almost too bad that this game doesn't exist in a way that in a 10-hour period you could play it start to finish over the course of a few days, a week, whatever, what have you. I like this style of survival management game and the fact that they layered in some like tactical scavenging and combat and choosing how to allocate your survivors and things. Even keeping it online is interesting, but I personally would rather pay $20, $30, I don't know, for a game that has a start and an end. I'm just not big on the whole mobile game model. I just never feel like I have the time or patience to invest in the game as deeply as it clearly wants me to in order to get the most out of it. I guess we could just go do a quick, do an automated run in like in an extra difficult area. Maybe not even automated. There's like a level 5 area. Let's like genuinely try it out. Level 4. Sure. Oh, you need to be level 4 to wield the premium gun. So dang, I don't even have access to that yet. I still haven't found any passive gear or anything. Whatever, we'll go out there and try it out. Yeah, why is it suddenly like 2 years? Why did that much time? I guess there's not how much time has passed. That's just like, what does that mean? I would probably never invest in this game because I've been burned too many times by like, you still have fun playing games like this, but sooner or later, nope, no. Okay, don't even bother scavenging. Just start fighting. Just cancel the scavenging part and just start shooting and killing and defending yourself. Okay, maybe? I just know sooner or later I'd get over it, and that's very much less satisfying than completing a full game. It's a very cool game, well put together, lots of polish, a lot of thought put into it. And I think when I inevitably do my Flashlight episode on The Last Stand as a series, I really do want to show my appreciation for the ways that this series has grown and adapted and has been made to fit so many different genres, considering that it is all entirely this zombie survival game. Like, that itself feels almost like a genre, and then you turn it into this like stand and defend. Jesse, you're on your own there. Did it interrupt the searching to start fighting? Yeah, it seems like it did. Once you're getting that swarmed by zombies, it'll abort the searching, apparently. I was just gonna let it play out, see what happened. Could have been interesting. But the way they took that survival basics and layered in so many other versions of that is really cool. And the fact that that's being taken in yet another new direction with Aftermath is just really a testament to con artists and everyone else involved's design sensibilities and their imagination. It's a neat game. I could see it really engulfing and rapturing a lot of people's lives. I'm sure there's a handful of super fans who've been playing this for 8 years, and I don't blame them. It can be a really fun, free experience. It's like taking the Flash game to the extreme, you know? This was that inevitable end point of like a free model, the way Flash games were. I'm speaking as if I'm done with the game, and yet I still am like, yeah, okay, but I need to finish this particular raid. I need to see this through. I gotta make sure I don't leave that unfinished. I gotta see what's inside of this cabinet. If I don't explore this bench, then I'll only have a semi-complete raid of clearing this, and I don't want it to be only partially complete, you know? So the game's getting into my brain. That's more to do with, it's not that I dislike this style of game, it's that I know I'm too susceptible to it. If I didn't have other things to do today, I'd sit here and play this until I had all the cheap medical tape that the game and the world could possibly offer to me. And I just, too weak-willed of a man to know when a reasonable time to set that aside is. Look at all that. Look at all that experience. Oh, you got so much experience from that. I was so close to the level up. That's a collective level up. Oh, I'm such a fool, but I need to know. I need to know what happens if you reach like a full level up. This shotgun is cool. The PC card, that's like a rope and things. Those are crafting components. A hockey stick, that's really funny. I got a big old scoped AR, such and such. A bunch of different PPMs, which I think is something you can use in GoldenEye. I know very little about guns, but I'm pretty sure that was a thing. I'm a long ways away from like bringing in a new person to the compound, but what I can do is do one more raid. I think it said you can't earn experience on an automated mission. Was that the case? No one's a high enough level to use these cool new weapons. I give you guys what I can, but it's still limited. Oh, I found my first thing, an improvised ammunition pouch. Again, needs level 4, but a better reload speed. That's neat. That's neat that you can start layering those sorts of things in. Automating it, speeding up the return, because I want the immediate results. No experience. It's entirely about like loot collected. That's all that you get out of that. Fair enough. You guys leveled up, right? Is there not point distribution? Only in the leader. I think you only get to choose that for the leader. Everyone else is basically just on their own. Gear bench. That's one more thing. I don't care. It's probably not going to let me put it outside. No, I can. That's one thing I can do. Better hand wraps. Improvised hand protection. Better scavenging speed. Ammunition pouch first aid. Well, let's build us a hand wrap, and I'll stick a rando thing on there. I don't care, whatever. I won't worry about any of that. It overcomplicates it. 1 unit of fuel. Fuel just turns into gloves, does it? Oh, I don't have enough leather. I'll add the leather for fuel. Thread. I don't have enough thread. Buy up more thread. But absolutely, I could just go out, scavenge, get all that extra stuff I need. Start having more precise goals to work towards. Level 3. Oh, good. I leveled up by doing that, because I was like frustrated, like, no, I'm not even gonna be able to equip it. I'm not at the right level. Oh, that counts as an item. It doesn't even count as like an apparel. Apparel might not even do anything. Like apparel might be entirely aesthetics. That's something I don't even know. I just unlocked so many different things all at once. I got all these tasks on the go. I got a million different XPs and guns and things to collect here. Hook me up. Look at all that all at once. A supermarket explored is the new thing it wants me to go do, so I shall. And then that should level me up to, like, collectively where I want to be, as long as I could find a supermarket. There it is. Hidden away. Do you know what? We're doing like knives only. Let's try that. That seems like that could be fun. It seems risky, but then you're using 0 of your ammo. So even if I didn't fire any shot, ammo is unlimited. That's totally what it said. Ammo is unlimited on a run, but you're using 16 ammo. Even if you shoot 1,000 rounds of ammo in the supermarket, no matter what, the mission is costing 16 by bringing a gun along. And so in that way, you have this other limiting resource actually that's applying this top-down pressure of like, if you think it's going to be dangerous. You should probably bring a gun, and you should make sure you're not burning through all your ammo for that reason. That is really cool. I think that's a very interesting thing that they've done with a potential way of limiting when you raid, how often, and what you take with you when you do so. It's level 1. It's fine if everyone has like melee stuff that they're bringing along with them. That's cool, and I'm glad that I was able to like catch and understand that feature before wrapping up my time with this game. I'm gonna send you guys to it. You'll figure it out. As soon as you feel at risk, you'll start, you know, baseball batting things. I should have given someone the hockey stick. The hockey stick was very fun sounding. I wanted to see that in action. There's a lot of zombos coming at once here. I'm trying to like assign people things to go investigate, but they're just never ending. Pouring out all over the place. Catching some reused sound effects from Union City. That's funny when I would have just played that game recently enough to be able to catch that. It's like stunning because basically every component of this game would have had to have been fully remade, reworked. There's like small ways that art and assets would have carried forward from The Last Stand 1 to 2. That makes a lot of sense. They're like the same genre of game. Maybe they could salvage a couple things for Union City, but now you get to Dead Zone, not really anything that can carry over, and now we look at Aftermath. It's a fully 3D game, and at that point there's just well and truly nothing else you can reuse asset-wise. They really made the job difficult for themselves in that way. But they're just showing off. Really, is what I think it comes down to. Oh, look at that speedy scavenging. You guys are fantastic. Oh yeah, the broom handle and some wire hangers and a wooden hanger. You know, just in case you got some linens, some cotton shirts, or stretchier fabric that you don't want to wear out the elasticity. Use different hanger types. It's good. It's good to, you know, if you're gonna be living through this apocalypse for who knows how many years, you want to make sure you're keeping good care of all of your separate clothing pieces so that your perfect outfit for the day the apocalypse is over and you want to be nice and presentable to the other survivors. You want to make sure you're looking your tip-top best. Let's get the hell out of here. We were so little experience shy of leveling up. Oh good, we cleared it. We cleared it. Not that I even fully understand what it does. Oh, I think I had leveled up anyways. That's Grummy's. That's Grummy's experience. I had already cleared it by like completing tasks and everything. That last stop was largely unnecessary. A knife block. It was interesting because I feel like I learned a few small mechanics. But yeah, I didn't need to do it from the perspective of just trying to level up. That is my look at Dead Zone. A nice permanent archived look at what this game was all about, what it had to offer. Eventually I would have built a radio. You can start having different communications. That interactivity, the fact that you can raid other people's compounds and everything, that would be cool to build towards. It's a neat game. I can see why it would have had a loyal following. I'm looking forward to asking Con Artist a few specific questions, hopefully, if I get a chance to interview and asking a little bit about the history of this specific entry in the series and maybe some cool stats on like how it performed over the years. I'm very curious about that sort of thing. Thank you guys all so much for watching. I'll see you again soon.